if you're there, the reason the title is like that, okay, number one, the reason I'm soaking wet, okay, I'll get to that, but and the reason I'm all red in my face, and I really probably should not be on camera, and I probably won't be after this, is because number one, I was in the tub until just now. Okay, I have a problem and I admit it. That's number one. I'm already getting the headache, so I already took two Aleve just now. Number three, what was number three? Oh, I can't type anything that has a C or a V in it, so I could not type my title. My online keyboard would not even work to put in the title, and this is it, was all I could type. Just so I think we're pretty much clear on that. I don't know. Now I'm just finishing this stupid thing of the age in here that I've got to put on here, and I'll be in the chat. But I have some special announcements, and I wanted to put that in the title, but I can't. And I can't believe I'm getting a freaking headache. Okay, hopefully that'll kick in. But I have something special to show you and some special announcements. It's not going to be a long live tonight. I did give you guys the Lori Vallow update, and hang on, I can't see anything yet. I knew it. I just knew it. Is it Carolyn, you're going to get one of those headaches. You've got to get out of the tub. You have to get out of the tub. All right, hold on. Let me put the phone on the charger. Okay. All right. Make it back to the chat. Oh my goodness, why is the chat so tiny now? Hold on a minute. I have to fix something in here. The chat is super tiny. Hold on. What is going on with the chat? Oh, there we go. Okay. I have a bigger screen? What do you mean I have a bigger screen? What do you mean I have a bigger screen? How do I have a bigger screen? Hey, Leisha. Hi, Whisper to Me. Hi, April. Brian, Clan, Bella, Ivy, Dee Dee, Leah, Linda, Liz, April. Yeah, everything's okay. You heard what I said, right? I'm just soaking wet, April. I mean, I am absolutely drenched. And I'm so red from being in the tub, and then my hair is like freaked out because I washed it and it's so totally wet. Hey, J Bells, Sandy, Tracy, Michelle, to Scooter. You have a headache too, Margot? Yeah, but I did it to myself, and I knew it. I knew it. That I couldn't stop. Something's wrong with me. I kept going 10 more minutes. I kept putting the time, 10 more minutes. Then I said 15 more minutes. 10 more minutes. No, Dee Dee, I didn't take it in my clothes. I got out and I threw something on because Jamie, what the hell did that come from? Jimmy, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Jimmy came up and got me and said, what the heck are you doing? It's like near 3 o'clock in the morning, are you going to get out of the tub or not? Oh, Linda, yeah, I don't. It's driving me insane. Okay. Hey, Lufa. Hey, Casbat. Okay, I probably missed a bunch of people. Purple. I see Purple's Passion. My hair is dry. I can't even look at the screen because my bangs need to be curled. Okay. Yeah, from the heat. It's a whirlpool tub, and from the, I'm not supposed to be in it. That I'm not supposed to be in water that temperature as long as I am, but something's wrong with me. Hey, yeah, girl, Cherry, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, everyone. Sorry you're not feeling well. It's not that I'm not feeling well. It's just, it's just my own stupidity. So what do we have to say? I got two announcements, two big announcements. Number one, tomorrow night. See, this was the other thing that kept me in the bath, because I said, Carolyn, you have a busy week and you have people coming this week, so you're not going to be able to just go on your own timetable, okay? Because Trish is coming tomorrow. Thanks, Jen. Trish is coming tomorrow, and that's going to be like 12 o'clock. And you know our friend Connie? Our friend Connie was in there, and she said to Trish, why so late? There's our good Connie. Drink orange juice? Why? What is orange juice going to do? I'm drinking seltzer right now. Why? What does orange juice do? Yeah, I get one from the tub. I didn't get one last time because I took a bath like a normal person. Oh, you're binging? So, hey, no time. So, she's coming tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So, please be here. We're not going to come on at 3 in the morning. We're going to come on early because she's going to come on at 12. That's number one. And if you have any, well, I'll let you ask questions to her while she's here. I'm not going to ask you for them ahead of time because I have my own list that I'll make tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, and to Scooter, I saw you emailed me something when I was in the tub, and then I was like, ooh, this looks like a little too much for tub reading, and I haven't looked at it yet. And I haven't looked at any of my emails, so if any of you emailed me, I just wasn't reading it in the tub. I'm really sorry. I've made every excuse with myself, like, oh, self-care is so important. Yeah, but it's not as important. You can't stay in the tub for 2 hours, Carolyn. The weirdest thing? Let me know, Shay Shay. Yeah, I want to hear about the weirdest thing. Look how I am so red. That's not blush or anything. That is my skin. So okay. So where was I? So she's coming tomorrow. But then wait a minute. I went to the prayer group today, and it was really good. It was, sometimes I still can't believe that, I have a relationship with Rosemarie. I can't believe it. No, it has a heater, so it heats it up. It keeps it at the optimum temperature. That's the problem. It doesn't get cool like in other baths. Okay, so it was really, really nice. It was. I'll tell you who was there. Both of her sons were there. Okay, she has another son, Michael. He was there. John was there. They gave a big thank you to. Now I always get this wrong because she has 2 different names. Her screen name that she uses here is like something like gastric bypass or something, right? But then she uses another name too. I think it's oh gosh, it's not Faith. She's listening. They gave you a big shout out for rebuilding their website. Okay, they said that was wonderful. Number 2, she reminded us all. Okay, the other people that were there was a pediatrician, a woman who was actually in the next town from where I grew up, okay, in New Jersey. Very nice woman. And her husband was there. Really nice people. And she's a pediatrician, so she knows firsthand what's going on with the child abuse right now. Rosemarie knows. And April is Child Abuse Awareness Month. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. So I talked to them because, when it came to me, then I made, I said, well, I'll say a prayer for the kids that have lost their lives this month, and the kids that are still living in really horrible situations, and the kids that have passed on, So anyway, long story short, she said, we got to do something. She said, we have to do something. We have a voice, we have a platform, we have this. This is what she does. She needs more people to follow suit. And she said, I could come on this week and we could talk about, what's going on because of this pandemic and what's going on to the kids. Yeah, that's what it is, Linda Jackson. You're very good. Rachel, right? Yeah. Rachel. Is it Rochelle? I think Rochelle. Okay. And I know her last name now too, but I don't know if she's ever used it, so I'm not going to say it. But then there was another lady that came on, and then there was another lady that was on, but it was really nice. And so she's going to come on. I've got to catch up with John and do something, because between the pediatrician saying it's horrendous, and Rosemary, and then what we've seen, I've told them how we read these headlines every single night, and it's more and more kids losing their lives in the most horrific ways. So she's going to come on too this week. It's a busy week. Now, on a lighter note, my stomach is grumbling. On a lighter note, I wish Lisa D would be here, because you remember when she said about the little colored pencils she got, the Hello Kitty ones, and I said my friend Kathy Zotere, when I was in second grade, she used to always bring me something tiny and peanuts every birthday party, and the first one was second grade. She got me these in the second grade. They're the mini pencil set. Somehow Jimmy must have found these, and they were just sitting in our bedroom in a box. I'm like, how crazy, because I was like just hoping I still had these here, and I never even used. I treasured this thing. My pencils are all still sharpened, and then it came with a little MyPad. I loved this thing. I would just look at it. It's crazy. I know, I was a crazy kid. But I found this, and I think Lisa D has the same one, but in Hello Kitty. Yeah, right? Those must be, you have them, and Lisa D. So that's my little tidbit to share tonight. And then we can always go back to the Carol Baskin meat grinder. It's just a little meat grinder that hooks on a table. I could never put Don's arm in there. I can't even put his finger in there. No, so silly. I'm very amused by that. Okay, and then Jimmy found another meat grinder today or something. Or we were watching something and they put the guy in a meat grinder. Yes, that's what it was. The meat grinder. Yeah, I never even realized that I had a meat grinder of my Holly Hoppy stuff. You have candy from it's not candy, Silky. This is not candy. These are little colored pencils. They're little colored pencils. Snoopy mini pencil set. I have that from the second grade. Kathy Zotere got that for me with a beanbag frog. She got me a beanbag frog every year for my birthday, and she got me something else. There is another little tiny little Snoopy thing too. Oh, Lisa H has probably more than me. Oh, and then guess what? Now, okay, so now watch out, because Jimmy and I have started back on the workout train. So we walked around the lake today with our weights, and Jimmy had ankle weights on too. I just had hand weights, and we ran into like everybody and their brother. But so yeah, so you get ready for some transformations. I hope. I need it after the coronation. But I said to Jimmy, I'm mad that I don't feel it in my arms yet. I don't feel it. I felt it when I was walking around and doing it. Tiny pencils. Oh, and then listen to this thing. I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. We got home, and have you seen this thing? It's like this, and it gives you electrical impulses, and it's supposed to, I don't know, it's like a joke kind of thing, because Jimmy got one for review a long time ago, a really expensive one that you had to put on your abdomen, but then he never used it. And no, I didn't get funny costumes, but listen, I got something that you can go with the bike shorts. You guys are going to die when I tell you this. So I was looking on Vipon, and they had this thing, and I thought it was hysterical looking because it sticks on your butt. Okay, you just put it on your butt. And you can put it on your stomach, and you can put it on your leg too. But it's made to go on your butt. And it says that like 10 minutes with it is equal to like 500 squats or something. So I showed it to Jimmy, and we laughed so much. Yeah, it's like a butt. You want me to show you what it is? I'll show you what it is. So he said, I don't know, it's $5.99. You can get it. But see, and I'm like, look at that. I don't even know that. I think I would be scared to death that it's going to hurt. I watched the lady in the video, and I got scared. She put it on her leg, and then she had like this massive contraction of muscle in her leg, and I would have flipped out and went to the hospital if I saw what her leg looked like. That looks scary. Hold on a minute. Let me go to... So that's our funny thing. I said, Jimmy, you should do a review with it. That would be hysterical. Okay, hold on. Okay, how can I... Let me see, because I can't show you this girl. It's kind of like, okay, this one. I probably can show you this one. Let me see. I can't. Some of these pictures are not good to show. Okay, I think this one is okay. Let me see. Hold on. 6 modes, 10 intensities. I don't think I will ever try this. I was going to get it as a gag gift for someone. At Vipon, you could get this for $5. And so hold on. So I will probably use it as a gag gift. Sounds like your TENS unit? I'm scared of those. They did those once for me in physical therapy when I went for my back, when I herniated my discs. But I don't know. I never felt so great from them. Hey, Mrs. Roger Rabbit, how are you doing? He told you not to touch? Oh, Lisa D, did you see my pencils? Well, you can put it there on your butt, or you... I'm not joking. No, I don't. I'm not going... Elaine, I'm getting more of it for a joke. One thing that I'm very blessed with is that I don't have any sagging... I don't have a sagging butt at all. I never have and never have. No matter through pregnancy or whatever, that's one thing that's always been good for me. I've never got this sagging. So now you know that too. So I think I got it mostly as a gag gift. I'm probably going to give it to my older daughter or son as a gag gift. It's 333. You have one for your back and it stings. Yes, see, I didn't like it when I had physical therapy. So, but it's just something funny that we did it for a joke. Don't want to ask for days, but... Oh, I think she changed her name, Jeanette. I think she changed her name. I forget what her new name is. Okay. So we really need to know that, Carolyn? Yeah, I guess so, Lisa, because I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to share that, but I did. You've gained 10 pounds since the lockdown? Yeah, well, that's why I'm getting my arms in shape. I have 5 children, Pia. I have 5 children. Maybe not like Alma's, but I that's one thing. Like everything, I can't say, but it's just that part doesn't sag. It's not droopy, and not because I'm doing anything. I think it's just purely genetics. Hey, Soul for Music, how are you? It's going to be a gag gift. I don't think I would ever use that because I don't like TENS units. I didn't like them at the physical therapist. Lisa D, did you see my pencil set? Lisa? Is this like your Hello Kitty one? Did you see it, Lisa? I'm a legend. 5 children. Thanks, Sandra. Not everyone can say that. Well, there's other parts of my body, like my arms, that I have to get into shape. Everybody's got some part of their body that's good, right? Doesn't everybody have one part even that's they don't really have to work hard at? My arms I have to work hard at. My arms are crazy right now. My arms are an embarrassment. I can't wear, I've got to get ready. Hey, thank you there, Silky Chicken. Thank you. Hey, Elizabeth. But I did paint some cans today. And I did make a Lori Vallow video. Your toes, Fredo. I did go for a walk around the lake. I did go to the prayer thing with Rosemary. So I guess all in all it was quite, and then I took like an 8-hour bath. But yeah, it's not that it's not that it's built out, it's just that it doesn't droop on the bottom. Because I just remember like even being 18, 19 years old and seeing other 18 and 19-year-olds, and it had nothing to do with weight. They were thin, but they had like saddlebags, and they were thin. That I couldn't understand it. So that I think that's why I say I think it's genetic. Because my sister-in-law, very, very thin, and she always had a problem in that area, and there's nothing you could do. You're the one with the flat butt? No, I'm not saying my butt is like a Kardashian. I don't like that anyway. I really don't. But I think you're not understanding what I mean. I'm talking about like the bottom. No, I'll tell you, I got somewhat close in my masks. I washed the fabric. And I folded it and I put it away. And I looked at the patterns. That's as far as I got into masks. You talked about Snuffy the other night and got lost. You got lost in Sesame Street documentaries, Fredo? Wow. I've got to go get my Sesame Street albums out. Saddlebags and Kangles are both genetic. Yeah, but Mrs. Roger Rabbit, haven't you seen really skinny women, young women, and they have the saddlebags already? That's what I'm saying. That's what I knew it had to be genetics. You emailed me a picture of Gary's uncle who was a beautician. Oh, okay. I'll check it in one sec. butt is probably my gut now. What's grotesque? What's grotesque? Something I said? I've got to go back and look now. What's grotesque? I can't find Ivy Lynn's comment. I'm all falling apart. Huh. Oh, I don't think it looks good, Ivy Lynn, either. I would have freaked. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't get that either. I really don't. It makes their thighs look so heavy. Like, I don't know anyone that would want that. No one that I know. They would, I don't know. Something's like, that's something I don't get. But okay, that's good for them. You dropped weight like nobody's business? How? Why? On purpose, or you just dropped weight? You've been doing incline walks, a half an hour, 40 minutes at steep, going back up. Real ones, or are you on a treadmill? Diana, yeah, very well said, Diana. But I know I have to improve my arms right now. My arms, and I have to get my legs and my everything. I've got to get back on my bike, 7 miles, like that a day. Today was finally we could walk. My head. I'm not going to be able to last too long. Let me see what Lisa sent. Realized I have to water my plants. Try to do that tomorrow and try to family beautician. Now my stomach is rumbling. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Uh-oh. Why does he have all the ladies around him? What did you say his name was? Giuseppe? I gotta go back to the chat. Elaine, where's Elaine? Congratulations. Me too on the arms. I'm 57. Boobs are growing in my arm. Teresa. What did Elaine? I lost over 90 pounds in the last year. My arms won't tone up. I'm lucky. I don't have too much loose skin. A little saggy boobs, legs, arms, but I'd rather be a little saggy than 90 pounds heavier. Oh, congratulations. Wish we had the functions to find other channels. Wish you had the functions to find other channels? Why? What do you want to, how come? When it's warm, we're outside all day long, except to come in for lunch. I want my boys. Oh, my boys always do Sulfur Music. They always do it. I mean, like even today, Luke, once the weather's warm, that's it. That's it. We're outside. And that they can play video games at night or whatever, but during the day, we're out. They've always been like that. I mean, always. They never even watched TV, especially as little kids. Like the video games, believe it or not, they only got into video games last year. Up to that, they didn't even have a gaming system. They had a Kindle, and that was it. But they didn't play games like that on it. And then my son bought them the Xbox. But when it's summer, you know yourselves. You see us. We're in the lake all day. They don't play video games at all during the day. You think you look better at 52 than in your 20s. That's great. You're craving a snack right now. Your husband lost 100 pounds. Wayback Tech? Okay. Shay don't care? Who's Wayback Tech? And why is he saying he doesn't care about Shay? What's up with that? What is this Wayback Tech saying to Shay don't care? What the heck is that? Is that Shay? Do you know who that Wayback Tech is? Because they've never been here before. And they're saying Shay don't care. What is that about? The picture you have looks like an old school picture of a guy coming out of a vasectomy. It's not my picture, it's Lisa's, but he's a beautician. He didn't have a vasectomy, not there at least. You're going to hush because you're annoying yourself? Okay. You have a confession? Go ahead. Go ahead, Two Scooter. Two Scooter looks like she has a very bad confession. Look at that. What's up with Shay? Mommy, I'll email you. Okay. Boy, everybody's like just crazy tonight. Not you, Shay. Two Scooter. Thanks, Fredo. For their butts done through surgery or I have no idea. I don't even understand why anybody would... Never mind. I won't go there. I think it looks horrible. I think it makes their thighs look tremendous. You got your tubes tied at 35, which you regretted? What's going on, Two Scooter? What's your confession here? That face didn't look good, Two Scooter. I was playing a joke on the Bryan clan for the last hour, letting her think you were on and she couldn't get in. Okay. Oh, so the Bryan clan thought I was on, but then I just said I got out of the tub. I might have to get another seltzer. I'm probably dehydrated. My hair is still soaking wet. Oh, God. Do you have an air fryer? I do. I do have an air fryer. So let's look at the headlines, because I haven't looked at the headlines today. I hope my keyboard's here tomorrow. I really do. I can't deal with not having a keyboard, using this on-air keyboard. And now it's not, okay. I was just going to say, no, it's not even working. Okay, so let's see what happened. Dallas, but Texas is really making the rounds. Dallas bus hijacker was a suspect in his girlfriend's murder earlier this month. And then we have the shooting in, well, let's talk about that first, right? At least 13 dead, including police officer, in mass shooting spree. More than 10 people, including a police officer, were killed in a mass shooting that unrolled over nearly 60 miles of Nova Scotia, Canada, beginning Saturday evening in the small rural community of, Portapique? On the north shore of Cobequid Bay, and ending hours later and 60 miles away in Enfield, where the suspect was shot. And killed. Investigators identified the suspect as 51-year-old Gabriel Wortman and said at one point he was traveling in a mock-up Royal Canadian Mounted Police cruiser and wearing part of a police uniform. The slain officer was identified as Constable Heidi Stevenson, a 23-year veteran of the force. She was married with 2 children. They said, RCMP said a male officer was wounded and hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. So this is the member of the RMCP. Is it RMCP, right? RCMP, sorry. Hold on a second, I've got to shut like about 15 windows. So I have so many windows open that you can't see the windows that are opened. So I can't get to my okay, now I can. Okay, where were we? Where's my glasses? My glasses are a mess. Hold on, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Okay. RCMP Public Information Officer Lisa Croteau said officers were called at 10:30 p.m. AST Saturday night about a person with firearms, and the investigation evolved into an active shooting investigation. Chief Superintendent Chris Leather said officers found several casualties inside and outside the home. Several structures in the area were reported to be ablaze as well. Police provided various updates throughout the night and the morning as they tracked Wortman, warning residents to stay inside. Although police weren't forthcoming with a motive, they said it appeared to have been planned. The fact that the individual had a uniform and a police card at his disposal certainly speaks to it not being a random act. Residents of Portapique said that Wortman was a denturist who owned Atlantic Denture Clinic in Dartmouth. What is a denturist? Christine Mills told the Associated Press that he had homes in Portapique and Halifax. Global News reported that Nova Scotia property records indicated Wortman owned 3 properties in Portapique. Tom Taggart, councillor who represents the Portapique area of the municipality of Colchester, told Global News that Wortman owned a lovely big home near the Portapique River. He described the tiny village as cottage country with about 100 residents year-round and an additional 150 in the summer. "You just don't even dream that this is going to happen," he said. "I can't fathom it." The RCMP did not provide details of the shootings in Portapique and could not provide a total number of victims. "In excess of 10 people have been killed," Leather said, according to the AP. "We believe it to be one person who is responsible for all the killings and that he alone moved through the northern part of the province and committed what appears to be several homicides. It almost certainly will be more than 10. How much more than 10? I don't know." The incident, took place at the beginning at an Irving gas station and Big Stop restaurant in Enfield. A trucker from Ontario said he had stopped at Irving for a shower and breakfast, and suddenly an employee began shouting. She goes, "Oh my God, lock the doors, he's here," Noorani said, "and I peek out of the window and I saw some RCMP vehicles and there were 4 or 5 uniforms with guns. It was over." Oh, that's the end. I'm sorry. I didn't mean the beginning. The end. "It was over quickly. There were multiple." We better make a new live. I made a mistake. "There were multiple, like maybe between 5 or 10 gunshots," says Dion Wells, who lives near the station. "It was steady." Okay, and then we have the Dallas story, okay? The gunman hijacks the Dallas transit bus, fires at police in pursuit before he's shot dead. And I'm gonna put the picture up and I'm gonna get another seltzer. Wow, look at that high tension going through there. That's crazy. Okay. Those high tension lines. Wow. Okay. I'll be right back. I've got to get some seltzer. I'm back. Hold on. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. An armed man hijacked a Dallas transit bus Sunday morning, forcing the driver to lead police on a 20-mile chase through several Dallas suburbs before spike strips stopped the bus and the suspect was killed in a shootout with police. A police officer and a Dallas area rapid transit DART officer were wounded during the incident as the suspect fired several times from the windows of the bus as it made its way through Richardson, Garland, is it Rowlett or Rowlett, Sachs, and Rockwall. The officers were taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening wounds. The ordeal began around 11 a.m. in Richardson when DART police received a report that an armed man had boarded a bus on Buckingham Street, shot out some of the windows, and ordered the driver to head towards an undetermined location. At the time, one other passenger was reported to be on the bus. There was an immediate threat and danger to people on the bus, and that's why we were pursuing the vehicle. You could not ask for a worse situation, Garland Police Lieutenant Pedro Barano said. You have a situation where somebody has taken driver of a bus hostage, is shooting at the police as we are pursuing him, and there's people all over the road. Finally, spike strips punctured the bus's tires just before noon, and it came to a halt on northbound President George Bush Turnpike between Liberty Grove Road and State Route 66. The suspect got off the bus, exchanged fire with police, and was hit. And he was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Ball said the police are trying to determine if the other passengers on the bus were connected in any way with the suspect, who has not yet been identified. The DART officer was shot in the leg, and there was conflicting information about the police officer who was shot, because there was a spokesperson that said a Rowlett officer was hit when his patrol unit's front window was shot out when the suspect shot at officers through the bus window. And that was tweeted through a Garland officer. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, excuse me. That's what they said. And then a Garland public information officer tweeted that a Garland officer was wounded. Rowlett police spokesperson Cruz Hernandez said another officer's patrol car was hit during the chase, but the officer was uninjured. So they better make a new one too, because they sound like they made mistakes. What is this? Is this another one? Ambush after domestic... This is also? Wow. Ambush after domestic disturbance calls leaves police officer dead and 2 other officers injured. Wow. This is getting crazy. This is hold on. People have lost their minds. Okay, so the 2 on the end look kind of like brothers. I don't know why. Okay, a Texas police officer was shot and killed, and 2 other officers were injured Saturday night in what authorities say was an ambush. That's so funny. I tell you about words. Luke just had his vocabulary word was ambush, and I thought about the ambush in Pennsylvania on the police. No, this. San Marcos officer Justin Putnam, pictured in the center. Okay, so the center officer is 31 years old. He died at the scene of the shooting, while 2 other officers, Justin Mueller, left, and Franco Stewart, right, are in the hospital in critical condition after undergoing surgery. Putnam had been with the San Marcos Police Department for 5.5 years. We lost a fine young man, a faithful officer and a friend, Interim Police Chief Bob Klett said of Putnam at a Sunday morning conference. He understood what it took to police a wonderfully diverse community like San Marcos. Mueller has been an officer for 10 months, previously working as a telecommunications operator for more than 11 years with the department. Stewart has worked for the department for 5 months and was with a different agency previously for 2.5 years. Authorities identified the shooter as 46-year-old Alfredo Perez de la Cruz, although he may have had different aliases. The officers had responded to a call just after 6 p.m. Saturday about a domestic disturbance and assault at an apartment complex in San Marcos, between Austin and San Antonio, when De La Cruz ambushed officers with a rifle, police news release said. Officers were responding to a report that De La Cruz had struck his wife and others were inside the apartment, and they had to make entry. As they entered, he ambushed them. There was nothing they could do to escape the gunfire. He was ready for them, Klett said of De La Cruz, who died by suicide. Around 7:15 p.m. Saturday, police posted an urgent message on Facebook urging people to shelter in place. Klett said in a news release that the police department is heartbroken and he has asked the community for support. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued a statement Saturday in response to the shooting. Tonight's shooting in San Marcos is a somber reminder of the service and sacrifice our brave men and women in law enforcement make every day to keep us safe. I'm grateful for the swift action of the San Marcos Police Department in containing the threat and minimizing the loss of life. I ask all Texans to join Cecilia and me in praying for the officer killed and for all those injured and for continued safety of all law enforcement officers who protect our communities. The last San Marcos, I can't talk tonight, police officer to die in the line of duty was Kenneth Copeland, who was killed while serving a warrant in 2017. So that's a shame. Okay, and then I think we're probably, let me see, I'll have to snuff on stuff then. Now, there was a body found, hold on, Texas again. Texas authorities believe they found the body of a Cristoval woman missing since February 26th. The sheriff's office says it has sent the body for an autopsy and positive identification, but it was found in the same area where Annabelle Anna Bruton was last seen. Bruton, 29, had been indicted by a grand jury in Tom Green County on a charge of arson earlier in February, stemming from a December 29th incident in which she allegedly torched the home where she lived with her boyfriend and 3 children, recording a video showing her pouring gasoline in the home's master bedroom. In the video, found by a firefighter and handed over to deputies, Bruton allegedly screams, "You finally get to see the chaos you caused. I effing hate you," apparently aimed at the boyfriend, Rodney Blankenship, whose father owned the home where they lived. After the fire, Bruton was arrested and then released on January 12th after posting $35,000 bond, and when the grand jury returned the indictment, a preliminary hearing was set for March 4th. Meanwhile, Bruton and Blankenship reportedly turned up in Kirbyville, nearly 450 miles east of Cristoval, for a funeral. What happened on February 26th, the last day Bruton was seen alive, is confusing. Bruton's father, Vernon Bruton, said he spoke to his daughter that day and her mother, Gina, and she was crying during that phone call. The Banner report cited by San Angelo Live said that Bruton left the house where she was staying with Blankenship, carrying her suitcase, and that later Blankenship picked her up at a gas station. Blankenship later told Vernon Bruton that the two had argued and that she had gotten out of his vehicle, leaving her suitcase, purse, and wallet behind. Additionally, the Banner reported that it was told by Bruton's mother that the daughter's children had been removed from home when school officials noticed bruises. After her disappearance, her parents reported her missing and searches were launched in the area. On March 4th, when she didn't show up for the court hearing, a warrant was issued for her re-arrest. 10 days later, Vernon Bruton found a sweater that Blankenship confirmed belonged to Anna, her cigarettes still in the pocket. The sheriff's office said the body was discovered on Thursday about 200 yards off Farm to Market 252 between Kirbyville and Jasper, near where she disappeared and where the sweater was found. While deputies said they found no evidence that would suggest foul play was involved, the investigation is ongoing, pending positive identification of the body and confirmation of the cause and manner of death. And I forgot to put her picture up there. Okay, so any more on that Utah couple? I don't think I see that. What is this about? Police officer dodges flying feces as shoplifter projectile poops all over all over Walmart, claiming to have the virus. She must have been fun to take in to the station, right? What the freak? That's the projectile pooper. In North Carolina Walmart, early this month, this woman reportedly projectile defecated in the loss prevention area as she was taken into custody. Dominica Deering, 41, recently pled guilty to larceny and for violating Haywood County's wide stay-at-home order for 2 incidents which occurred at a Walmart on April 3rd and 4th. Deering, who is from Beechwood, Ohio, was prosecuted for violating the order because she failed to quarantine for 14 days after coming from out of town. The Mountaineer reported that Deering first shoplifted from Walmart on April 3rd. Loss prevention officers apprehended her the following day when she returned to the store and shoplifted a second time. Waynesville Police Department wrote that while in the loss prevention area, Deering defecated on the floor because she could not hold it. Deering screamed in an unidentifiable language upon being placed under arrest, and then she hitched up her dress and started projectile defecating all over the office. The officer backed up into the corner in the office to avoid the flying feces and called for backup. The female continued to hold her dress up and kept yelling and screaming at everyone around. After she put her dress down, she kept saying that she had the virus and wanted treatment. While officers managed to cuff Deering, the Mountaineer reported that she remained combative and defecated in the entrance of the Walmart. Deering, who stole $238.79 worth of items, received a suspended 45-day sentence and 12 months of unsupervised probation. Authorities attributed her light sentence to her lack of criminal record. After all, she was just a projectile pooper. Okay. Gross. And how was your day? I was wondering that myself, Carrie Lynn. She must be very talented. Ugh. She can poo on cue. Yeah, on command. Yep. Can you even imagine? Ugh. That is so gross. Ugh. It must have been on her hands. It must have been on her Oh. Must have been the stress, Fredo? So gross. So disgusting. I thought I heard just about everything until that. You don't want to snack anymore. If you haven't seen Projectile Proof, you guys must have never been a nanny. That's a little different on a baby. I have seen a baby have a blowout. I have 5 kids after all, but this is a grown woman. You just got bumped off, It's Pink? I don't know. Nobody bumped you here. You missed the projectile pooper then. I wouldn't want to put her in my car. I'd put her on the trunk maybe and tell her to hold on tight. I'll drive slow. Oh, God, my hair is driving me insane. You never knew I had 5 kids. Okay. Is that like, I mean, is that like amazing to you? Yep, see, I had them. How many kids did you think I had? I put her through a car wash. Kathy Baker, I did not know that. Is that real or is that Memorex? Projectile pooper, Kathy. Didn't I just say hi to you, Kathy from Texas? I just feel like I said Kathy from Texas and now I don't remember. It was March 27th. What happened? Oh, yeah, I heard about a poop story over there too. I did. There's poop stories. People poop. It's so gross. It's like they think if they're it's just so gross, you're gonna leave them alone. Well, if she told them she needed to go and they didn't let her, it's on them. Oh, I said Kathy, right. And then there was Kathy from Texas. Gotcha. Who was arrested? The pooper was arrested. The pooper was, yes, the pooper was arrested. Oh, thanks, Elaine. I was like hell on horseback tonight because I just got out of the bath and I have like nothing on and my hair is all not done because it was wet. So I appreciate that because I feel like I look crazy tonight. Are you keeping up with Kanika Jenkins's revamp? Are we keeping up with the revamp? What revamp? What's the revamp? I missed the memo on that one. You woke up to the projectile pooping move too? Did you missed my little tiny colored pencils and you missed my bath story. And then these are my little tiny Snoopy colored pencils. You missed those. Love means never having to wear makeup. You sound like Ethan. It's what Ethan says to me all the time. He goes to me something like, you don't need makeup. There's no difference. You look good without it. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, Ethan. If I don't put like blush on or something, I look like this. I like white as a sheet and my hair is not done like a lunatic. Thank you, Delphine. You're very kind. I feel like a Looney Tunes. So your hair isn't, well, usually I would at least, because my bangs are too, look at that. They're too long if I don't curl them. You see that? And look at that. Look at that great hair cutting. Look how bad that is. That's so freaking bad. Extra dessert. You're just going to watch it all later? Okay. You think you lost your mind tonight? Why? Why did you think you lost your mind? I took 2 Aleve and I still have the headache right here. I'm trying to head it off at the pass. Thank you, Linda. Gary can cut my hair. Don't worry, Carolyn. You just got 2 boxes of hair dye? So what? Who cares? You could do a side bang if they get too long during the quarantine. Oh, I just cut them. Can't you tell? I mean, I cut them myself. Can't you tell? I don't even know what the freak is going on with my hair. It's like, now it is on this side. I don't know what's going on with it. Thanks, Ruth. I wonder where that lady is. I have to look up that lady. Remember the lady that was doing the Chris Watts and she had the phone so close to her face and that guy named Chris Watts said, put the phone a little closer to your face. I wonder if that's that Carla lady. I have to check that out. Oh no, Elaine, I did it to myself. I stayed in the jacuzzi too long because I'm a nutcase. Oh, very rock chic. Yeah, I call it very can't see, very sheepdog. Hey, Maui Chickadee, how are you? All right, so that's... Don't forget, tomorrow night, Trish will be here from Web Sleuths. Don't forget. I need a haircut a month before lockdown. I just cut my own hair, if you can't tell. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. It was a long time ago. Maybe she doesn't even do them anymore. She was an older lady. She was like doing it from her phone, and it was funny because this guy named Chris Watts was around, and it wasn't the real, obviously it wasn't the real Chris Watts. Oh, I don't know. Just some other lady that I see around. An older lady that sits in her house and has coffee and stuff. You've been doing Mod Podge on lidded boxes using crinkly tin foil. What? Ooh la la? You'll have to send a picture. Is it a razor cut? No. A razor cut? No. No. I cut with a scissor. I just... See, I would cut it right now if I could find my scissor. I don't know where my scissor is. I would cut it right now with my craft scissors because it's driving me insane. Who's Trish? Oh, Trisha. I thought you... Okay, I thought you meant... Okay, Trisha's on... No, Trisha... wait, hold on. Trisha will be on at 10 on her channel. She'll be on at 12 over here. All right? Please remember painted black and rubbing gold. That sounds good. But I better go because I need to go to bed because I have a headache. 12 o'clock, midnight. What are you? If you're 2 hours behind us, what, 10 your time? I'll put a post in the community tab. And then Rosemary will be on this week, but I have to talk to John and find out when that is. Rosemary's going to be on, Joan D'Alessandro's mother, and we're going to talk about Child Abuse Awareness Month. Okay, Fredo? And everyone? 12 o'clock, Angie. 12 o'clock. You have to plan, Fredo. And you ate some crackers, okay? I'll feel better. It's just, I shouldn't have done it to myself. I did it to my own self. Hope you had a, yeah, it will go away. I'm gonna go look at your stuff, Scooter, and everything, okay? And I'm sorry for the title, but I can't type anything else until my keyboard comes. All right, everybody have a good night. Talk to you later. Love you. Prayers for all that need them. And see you tomorrow. God bless. Thank you to the moderators. See you. Bye. See you. Bye. Hold on. Come on.